Hi friends, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and in this video, hope that wasn't too loud, we're going to talk about the new features in the LightShark, at least the most important ones for 2021. So a little bit earlier this summer, the LightShark team put out their effects engine update and then a couple minor updates on top of it to fix some bugs and add a little bit of extra functionality. And it's really done a lot for the platform. It's done a lot for the LightShark itself. So let me jump in here and grab my stage here. Boom, stop that cue. Awesome, now we're ready to roll. So what they've done is pretty amazing, and I want to walk through the basics of it. The first part of the effects engine is actually the groups. So if we press any group in the LightShark now in the latest version, basically anything 1.4, I believe, yeah, 1.4 and above, press edit and press a group, we get this 2D layout, okay? And this isn't just a pretty picture. The reason why we like the 2D layout so much is because you can actually lay out how your fixtures sit on the stage. And actually, I think in this show, I'm just gonna edit this super quick. These pars are a little more like this. You can edit that, move stuff around, create these different steps, which are pretty cool, and save them. And then this is the foundation for the effects, okay? And that's why it's important. So say I go ahead and I bring up some of my intensities here just so we can see some lights. And we'll place them in a position. And then we'll select all our lights, our whole rig here, and we'll go to the new effects, okay? So the basic effects allow you to just grab an effect across the top, just like the old effects, you know, by group across the top. You've got all these different choices. But now there's a lot of different ways to work with the effect, okay? So like an example here is we're doing a chase down, and right now it's just going basically in selection order, or left to right, you know, whatever. But now I can change that. Now we're going center out to center. And there's even more of these. There's a lot of them. We can go, you know, center out diagonally. We can go inward. There are a lot of different options, and they're definitely worth exploring. I typically am going to use like these couple the most, right? The in, out, up, down type ones are the ones I like the most. Okay, so you bring that in, bring in the way you want the effect. Then you've got typical controls, so size, how much the effect makes the thing work, how far off the base it goes, speed, how fast it goes, phase, which relates to how the spread of the lights is across the effect. Are they kind of jumbled together, or are they kind of perfectly spread apart, etc. And then width deals with how much space is between the different fixtures running the effect. It can be hard to explain, but you turn it all the way down, you see it kind of stops there. It's like how much overlap is there between fixtures that are next to each other as the effect is running is a great way to explain it. Okay, and there's, you know, so there's intensity effects, there's pan tilt effects, all of these running off of this same effects engine, where you're able to make some really neat stuff, okay? And so that's the basic of the new effects, but it gets even crazier than that. So say we clear that, and this time we're gonna go build a new effect, and this time we go to advanced. Now we can build palettes with effects in them. I clearly don't know what those palettes are. They're from a different day. But we can pop open this effects editor, add a layer, and now we see here, we press plus and we get access to all of our parameters. So maybe we do a full and a 25. So now we've got a chase between full and 25. Next we go ahead, we add a layer. Now we'll do some colors, right? So let's just do colors. Now only the colors that are shared between all the lights that I have selected are going to show up, so I don't have all the colors here. Let's just do red, magenta. And so if I do a two color like that, you can see the spot moving heads don't have color mixing. They're a color wheel fixture. But across all my other fixtures, they're dancing back and forth every other light as they go to 50% and they change their color. Okay. Next we go ahead I apologize if the visualization quality doesn't look good. I'm not sure what's going on with capture. Maybe I should update it. And so now we've got effects attributes over the whole effect. So if we select here, we've got a size over the whole effect, speed, phase, and offset, and width. Now offset is just an overall offset of the sine wave of how the effect runs, basically. We have the ability to work off the grid. That's the group, off of the steps that are defined in the group in the 2D layout. So the grid is the physical 2D layout. The steps are the actual steps defined within that layout. And then groups are individual groups that you use to make up the total selection to build this first effect. And then direction, we have all of the options that we had before. Now I'm in groups mode. Only in grid mode would I have access to all of those shapes because that's the only way it knows how to apply them. Then we've got loop, repeat, and split, whether the effect loops a certain amount of times, whether it repeats or you split up different lights. Pretty cool there. And you can hide any of these as you're building to see what each layer is doing. This records, just like anything else, 2 palettes to these effects palettes here, 2 cues, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that the new LightShark update does. However, they also have added in the virtual playback sections effects speed and size masters. Those are newer, so if you have a LightShark and you haven't updated it yet, check it out at check out 1.4.39 at the support website. You can download that update, get the effects speed and size faders, and those we can also put through the preferences onto faders. Okay, and so that is available in the menu here as well. Super cool. The other thing that's really big that I really like that they've included in the latest versions of the LightShark are the double clear. So right now you can go in and clear mode can either be single or double. If you're used to working on other lighting consoles that aren't hogs, then you might be used to clearing multiple times. The first time in the LightShark you press clear when you're in double mode is only going to deselect the fixtures. The second time is a full clear. And this just helps speed up programming. Because if you want to deselect a few lights, you don't have to go into the palette screen and into the fixtures tab and deselect only those lights and then reselect what you want without clearing. All you do is hit clear once. It deselects all your lights. I'll show you here. So I've got those lights selected. I hit clear once. Those lights deselect. But anything I was working with in the programmer still stays right there. Okay. And so that's the Cliff's Notes as to what's new in the LightShark this year. There's other things and improvements, but these are definitely the big ones. If you have enjoyed this and if you've been checking out the LightShark and everything we're doing, be sure to subscribe here. If you're looking to purchase gear, LightShark or anything else, look at learnstagelighting.com/gear. And of course, Learn Stage Lighting Labs, your place to learn how to make a great show using what you have at learnstagelighting.com/labs. We'll have them all linked below so you can check those out and we can help you get a great price, get the right things, and be able to use it amazingly well here at Learn Stage Lighting. I hope you have a great day. Thanks.